Welcome to October 2020, the year of crazy. I'm adding to the crazy by doing 2 prompt lists this year. One will be in a traveler's notebook of my own design using Mab's Drawloween Club prompts, and then I will be playing in an already started altered book using prompts from Inktober. In real life, I'm currently recovering from a broken ankle that required screws and plates inserted, so my Halloween challenges will also take on an abandoned, haunted hospital theme also. This is as much planning as I will do ahead of time, as I like the paper to dictate any of my projects. So sit back, enjoy the goofiness that will most likely happen, and as always, thanks for watching. Good morning. I'm getting bills from the hospital, so I'm turning them into Halloween fodder, as one does, right? I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Might paint these later. Full disclosure, we're going to try to go to the beach. My husband has court tomorrow. I'm trying to talk him into Tuesday letting us go to the beach. No, Wednesday for a couple days. About these metallics. All right, let's see if we can use some supplies I haven't used in a little bit, because they're right here and I forget about them. What else is up here? Mostly paint. Okay, that's neither here nor there. All right, try not to hit the shelf so it messes with the camera. All right, I have to admit, today was kind of tough for both of them, but I might use a picture that's the same in both journals, because today in this one is familiar, which thank you for telling me what it was, and I looked it up also, and it was something about, it said, I wrote it down. A rodent, an object, usually a rodent, that is, oh dear, something like befriends a witch. A lot of times it's a cat and it changes into something else. That's a bad description. But the thing that stuck out to me was rodent. And I'm in the situation I'm in my real life, aka broken ankle in 2 places with pins and screws and plates because of a rodent. The stupid possum that got under our house and ran amok, and we were cleaning up after him, and I slipped and twisted my ankle. So here's the little guy. He's no longer with us. It took us 4 days to catch him. He was quite clever, which usually possums aren't very smart. But I think I'm going to use this guy in both journals, because the other prompt in Inktober is rodent. Yeah, rodent. So this is a picture my husband took when he caught him on his workbench under the house with something red in his hot little hands. I don't know what that is. But he just stared at my husband like, what you gonna do? And a possum is usually about that big, but they have these gigantic long legs like a kangaroo and these gigantic, huge, long tail. This is not our first escapade of rodents in our house, of possums in our house. But I finally remembered to print all the words. So I might use this today and use them in my labeling. Okay. So, okay, let's do the easy one first. Is this the easy one? I do find one of these easier. Yeah, the rodent. The Inktober I find easier because the words are easier. Not as specific, I should say. All right, I think this is my next page. Yeah, I need to glue this page together. So, except for the rodent picture, I don't know what I'm going to do. Which is fine. That's how I like to work. And welcome to any new people. I'm trying to remember to put my pictures on Instagram because I think there's some people watching from Instagram. Which, I'm not about the followers. I'm just about the community. All you new people. And I just do what I want to do because I like doing what I like to do. And I like the video process too. It's a creative outlet. Okay, so here's my thing. I was kind of thinking I might just do this like a what am I trying to say? Like a bullet journal or a calendar journal. A planner. Would I just do little clusters here and there? I don't know. It would use up some supplies. Since I have this gigantic box over here. Oh, here's an antique ambulance. Might use that. My stomach's growling, if you can hear that. I hope you can't. So I'm just going through stuff. I could use Fright Night, except that's holographic. I don't want that in there. I was trying to paint some things that look like that yesterday. I like him. I might take him with me. Okay, that one works. Here's Witch. She's cute too. I want to try to paint her too. Could use some of these guys. I don't know where I got some of these things. Pickled eyeballs. Sometimes you forget what you have. Here's another one. Eek. I kind of like that one better. Oh, these guys are cute too. Might try to paint those. All right. I think we're coming up on a tarot card. She could be great in a tarot card. Some of these are really creepy. Opium, that would be good in here. Oh, here's some surgical tools. Yeah, I think I'm just going to make some clusters. Skeleton. I don't know where these pictures came from, but they're from children's books. Those were cute. There's some spooky spell books. All right, here. I knew I had some scraps of paper in here. So my changeling, no, familiar is not going to be a cat, but here is a cute cat. Some of this stuff I've had for years and years and years. Here's some of my favorite magazine letters. I made those last year or the year before. Ooh, here's a snake. Here's another cat. Okay, maybe my familiar turns from a rodent into a cat. Okay. At least this one does. All right, let's see what we can do with this pile. Oh, wheelchair. I'm back in my wheelchair just because it's a little bit more comfortable. But I forget to put the brakes on. Oy, oy, oy. My football team lost last night. My 49ers. This is the best time of year to go to San Francisco in the fall. But the sports guys said that they had smoke from the fires, which are just tragic, earlier in the day, but it was cleared up by game time, which it was on at 8 o'clock here, so I guess it started at 5 o'clock there. Yep, they lost. It's one of the teams has like 20 people on the team with COVID now, but they said that they did not follow the protocol correctly, and they're in a little bit of trouble now, as well as being sick. All right, so let's see how we can cluster these. And I'm basically doing all of my stuff on this side and writing on this side, so we might stick to that still. That could be part of the writing. This does not match. Okay, we'll get rid of him. I'm not good at clusters, but do I want to keep the Freddy cat or just this cat? All right, where's my rodent? My familiar. Started out as a rodent and changes into a cat. Now, how am I going to tie this into the hospital? Could this be the cat that lives at the nurse's station? Sure. All right. Trimming off this white. And I have this pumice stone ink. I'm going to try to use some of that. Kind of mess up the edges. It doesn't really show up. It does a little bit. And I just printed this on paper. This does not show up on my current project. Yeah, that's a little better. Instead of using sticker paper or photographic paper for this, because I printed a bunch of pictures at the same time, because it requires moving this behemoth of a leg around. It's driving me nuts. I have 2 months to go as of this week. Yeah, so I think I started to say, I never finish a sentence, so sorry. I think I started to say that hopefully we're going to the beach on Wednesday. So I'm going to film a couple days ahead of time. And I might have a gap of a day or two of no filming so that I don't have to deal with this down there. Because I won't have my craft room down at the beach. Because it is upstairs in a gigantic walk-in closet. And I can't get upstairs normally. Although they are carpeted. I could crawl. They're very steep. Very steep. Because you only have a certain amount of room at a beach house. Even though our beach house is bigger than our regular house. Which is kind of crazy. Not by much, but it is. They're both small. We're a fan of, we don't have a tiny house, but it's just the two of us. And this house used to be a summer house for a little while. Then it was my husband's house after a divorce. And then I moved in. Well, we got married, I moved in. And I like this house. This will be our first full winter down at the beach. Because we bought it at Christmas time last year. And I sure didn't want to have to. I had planned on going down there as much as possible. But I can't go without people helping me. My husband doesn't want to leave me down there. Like, leave me a crock pot and some groceries. Luckily, we have a bedroom downstairs we can use. Not as big. The master bedroom upstairs is huge, which was one of the selling features. But I can't get up there easily. Okay, this is kind of coming together. I think I'm just going to do a collage, a cluster collage, and then write a little something. All right, I need to start gluing this stuff down. Ooh, like this one. This side better. Beware. Trying to get my camera a little closer, but when I do that, sometimes I get out of frame. There's no professional camera crew here, in case you hadn't figured that out. I am the professional camera crew. As sad as that is. And now I only have one leg. Thank goodness this is not permanent. My best friend's sister had polio. And she's had crutches and braces and wheelchairs all her life. Now she has total muscle deterioration in a lot of places where she used to have muscle, what was left. Like, I always respected her. She never let it stop her. She became an engineer. Now she's writing a book on an aspect of World War II that her father was in. I mean, really, an amazing lady. So, major respect for her. Now I respect her even more, because this is just no fun. Guy next door who did the same thing last year, but he only tore ligaments. He saw me over the weekend and he's like, man, I feel your pain. It's like, not enough. All right. Need to cover up the fact that this is a espionage book. Maybe I'll just do that and then write right here. There goes my stomach. Well, we used a few pieces of ephemera. I think these came out of a magazine. Like a fall magazine. which I haven't gotten any of these this year. Which I had an overabundance of anyhow. But I think they were like a article, something you could purchase. And I think those will be cute. This is me, an old grumpy pumpkin. All right, this one I think is a sticker. Yes. Okay. Get this down. This is another reason why I use glue, because it's forgiving. I have a few minutes to still move stuff. This is not my favorite glue. This is the extreme. It's not bad. This is my favorite glue. But this is just within reach. Okay, I think I'm going to put these back. And now, where are those words? Typed them up and printed them. They're teeny tiny though, maybe too tiny. We're gonna make it work. I really need to have some more watercolor paper made. Like the composition notebook paper that I use a lot. Saturate it with watercolor. Let it dry. My version of Eco Dyeing. Just about out. Oh, here's some real Eco Dyeing. Alright, let's use this. Kind of like how that's torn. The pumice shows up on here. This is coffee. This is my version of coffee stain. I've tried it. I don't know if I'm not. I have brake drums that I used for rust in my bucket. It could be my water though, because we're on a well here. I wonder if salt water works any differently with tea and coffee. Could I make my husband go down to the beach and get some salt water? I need it for my tea dyeing. What? At that point, I better change into a familiar. Okay. Now, I'm going to write, what did I say? Oh, the cat down at the nurse's station just doesn't look right because it started out as a rodent. Okay. Cat at nurse's station just doesn't. Could it be the hat she has on? Look right. Could I say something like, what was she previously? Oh, cats have 9 lives. What was her previous life? I guess it's a girl. Her previous life. Okay. I think I do need to do a little bit better job on a couple of these pieces here. Okay. There's a cluster page. That's familiar. All right, now I need to do rodent. There it is again. Now, where are those envelopes? Yeah, I got one bill. I got 4 pieces of mail. Well, Saturday, day before yesterday, from the hospital. One bill said you owed. One piece said you must call to verify your insurance, which I've already done that twice. But okay, I'll play your little game. I'll do it again. Another bill said we owed $9.02. Another bill said that the outstanding balance was $39,000, which the insurance hasn't hit that part yet. But that's probably how much my surgery was for an hour and a half. Not a bad gig if you can get it. And then I did trust my life in their hands. And another one was another survey. Like, really, people? All right. Kind of like this. But I don't know how I could use it. I love the fact that the little rodent could be trapped. And how could we could just say we hear squeaky things. The patients on the 4th floor hear squeaky things at night. Let's just say that. And maybe just leave this page like it is. I'm trying to figure out how I can tie all this still into a story. Now, it may not go in this specific order, but that's why I have a little book on the side where I'm writing what I remember the story is for the picture of the day. Where's my stain? Oh, here it is. But I'm trying to come up with a good story. I still don't have character names or the name of the hospital. The abandoned haunted hospital that we're featuring in these journals. I really don't like those two just floating there. There's a few scraps over here. I'm just playing. I'm thinking quietly. Sorry. Okay, that's pitiful. Ooh, here's some blood, aka rust-colored paint. I know in modern scrapbooking, which is how I started this journey 15 years ago, they do a lot of little strips now under their one picture, which I'm not sure I like that or not. The walls are squeaking. That's what I'm going to write. Could it be the rodents? It's so fun when you can entertain yourself, especially when you're incapacitated. Where did that... Oh, I keep losing the ink pad here. Oh, wait a second. Okay, we could use this and put up here the walls are squeaking. And get rid of this green. I think that messes it up. The gray's okay. I love this writing, especially since it was from Mark Twain. There's enough color here. Both pages are going to be squeak clusters. All right, this one is heavy cardstock. Lather it up. The walls are squeaking. It's a different squeak than my wheelchair. My scooter cart, that's not my wheelchair, that I used for that sound effect. Luckily, my husband can't hear it in the middle of the night when I have to move around. I could have mounted this on something, I suppose. But I like the purple background. All right. The walls are squeaking. Make this even smaller. Yeah, so if there's a gap at the end of this week, it's because I'm at the beach. Warning, my husband doesn't want to go. He wants to go, but he doesn't think I'm ready. I'm beyond ready mentally. Physically, I'm going to make it work, hopefully. Once I get up there, I don't have to leave. I won't be able to go to the beach. But I'll be across the street from it. This is as close as I can get. Okay. The walls are squeaking. Not bad for somebody who can't make clusters. I'm okay with that. So if I make another video today, I have to do, ooh, vampire. One of these little guys a vampire? That guy. Maybe I'll paint my own. We'll see if I can do it. He's kind of cute, even though we're not going after it. Oh, what am I kidding? I have hello. Ooh. All kinds of stuff. Okay, the thoughts are spinning in my head. We have purple and green again. Yum. Okay. Bye. Thanks for watching.